Welcome back, everyone, to more Star Ocean the Second Story with me, your host Rabbit. Where we left off in our previous episode, we finished taking our little tour of Arlia village with Rena, and afterwards we came back to her home, wherein her adorable and borderline sexy, if you will, mother Westa ended up preparing like a really huge feast for us. So after eating, we kind of figured out that something was wrong and everyone was kind of treating us a little oddly. So we found out via kind of an accident, really, that everyone was assuming we were some warrior of legend and that we were here to save them. But it turns out it was just a giant misunderstanding. Rena threw a tantrum and ran out the door, and now Regis is telling us that we can stay at his home and in town if we need to kind of gather our thoughts and figure out what our next plan of action will be. So Claude is saying, I wouldn't want to impose. It is no imposition. I have caused you much imposition myself. Well, if you say so, then I will take you up on your offer. Better than sleeping in the woods, that's for sure. Alright, and I know you guys are probably thinking, ooh, does that mean soon? The story is gonna get started and we're gonna get to have a good time? Not quite yet. Did you sleep well? Yes, thank you. The mayor is downstairs. Fantabulous. Fuck, then move out of my way. Good morning, sir. Oh, you finally woke up. Yes, I slept well. That is good. Now, Mr. Claude, if you cannot find out what you want in this village, try going to the town of Salva, north of Arlia. It is a mining town. Many people from throughout the continent travel there. You may hear something useful there. Thank you for everything. Think nothing of it. Oh yes, please take this sword. Your sword of light attracts too much attention. When you get tired, feel free to use the upstairs bedroom and take your rest. Okay, thank you very much. Alright, thank you. Long sword acquired, if you know what I mean. Take care when you go. Okay. So let's quickly equip this to Claude. Yes, that extra 30 to our attack. And I guess, here, let me toggle this for you. So yeah, attack 30, and that's all it does. Oh, okay, I gotta get it together. It's so hard when you're playing numerous games at once and the controls are all different. Alright, so let's run back over here. Say goodbye to MILF Westa. What do you have to say? Oh, Mr. Claude, Rena's not here. Oh, that's a shame. Okay, can I go in her room now? Yeah, fuck Rena. And we got a blackberry. Her room's kind of cute, though. I really like it a lot. Very adorable. Okay, so we'll go and find Rena. If I can get past this fucking chair. We'll also save. We've had a lot happen, and I would go insane if I had to watch all of this over again. I mean, how far are we? Yeah, almost an hour, and we've done nothing. And we've still got a little bit of this to go. I mean, it'll pick up a tad bit here shortly, but alright, not by much, to tell you the truth. The game just really belabors a lot of shit. And I know you guys are probably like, why are you doing a second save? This is kind of a strategy that I've done for a little while. Usually I'll put it on separate memory cards. I almost call them cartridges for whatever reason, just to make it look cleaner. But I do this just in case I do happen to miss something. I can reload an earlier save and find whatever I need. And in a game like this, where there are so many things, I don't want to even risk possibly forgetting something. So anyway, that's why I'm doing that. It's a pretty good tactic or strategy if you've never tried it yourself. I would suggest it. Unless you don't give two shits, then, you know, have just one. Rena. Oh, Mr. Claude. Morning. Good morning. Sorry about yesterday. I made such a fuss on my own mistake. You sure fucking did. Don't worry about it. I would have thought that I was a suspicious character myself. Upon hearing the whole story, such a misunderstanding would only be natural. Claude is like such a good guy, though. I grew up hearing the story of the warrior. You know, the warrior would appear whenever we were in trouble, and now lots of people are in trouble in lots of places. So when I saw you, Mr. Claude, looking exactly like the legend says, I just thought, this must be him. So that's it. Sort of like that. Sorry that I'm not your warrior. You don't have to say that, Mr. Claude. You didn't do anything wrong. It was completely my own mistake. I don't know why I can't read. Because it's not even that early, although I did not sleep much last night, and I got up at like 4:20 a.m. this morning. So yeah, I'm a little tired, to tell you the truth. But I really am sorry. I wish there was something I could do. Please don't worry about it. I just hope that you can get back home quickly. Rena. Sorry, but would you please leave me alone for a little while longer? Alright, this might be the last time you see me, bitch. Alright, so she's not going to say anything new, so fine. Fuck her. We're out of here. To the town of Salva. At least that's what it always looks like to me, although I know it is Salva. The fuck? Who are you? Creepy ass looking guy. Okay, well whatever. Not my problem, I guess. And yes, I should mention, if you were playing as Rena, I think I talked about this in our first episode, that the perspectives of the events are slightly different, although the overall story is pretty much the same. And why did I come here? I don't need to fucking buy anything. Let's get out of here. Oh, what do you have to say? So yeah, anyway, you would get to kind of see from Rena's perspective why she's being a bitch. Anyway, Lucia says, Mr. What? What is it? If you leave the village, you should stay close to the road. They say the forests are dangerous. Thank you. I'll be careful. Alright. So guys, we're finally on the world map, but don't get too excited because we still can't get our exploring started yet. I don't think we've got... Oh, we do! Yay! So here's the big map, and we're like the little red triangle here. So you can see all of the locations are lit up in red. So what we're heading towards is Salva. And yeah, here's kind of like a little local one, which, I mean, we don't really need it. What I'm going to do, though, is spend a little bit of time leveling, and I guess it'll be nice for you guys to probably see a battle to break up the monotony of all this bullshit dialogue. So, alright. I'm just gonna kill some people, because we're gonna need some money. I'd like to get a level, and I believe we can stay at Regis's house for free. Maybe we cannot. Either way, it doesn't matter. We'll be in good shape. We have plenty of health. And you know what, to tell you the truth, this might be a spoiler, but we won't have the phaser gun forever. I already mentioned that, I think, so, well, technically, if I spoiled anything, it was spoiled a while ago. So I'm going to take advantage of it and fuck these lame-ass monsters up. That's much better. So yeah, this is what I would suggest, just to get yourself an extra level. Okay, which I just did. And we learned air slash, which is going to be nice. We will go ahead and, quote, equip it, unquote, like the phase gun. And yeah, it's a technique in which the enemy is attacked by splitting shock waves. And our proficiency sucks ass because we don't really have it yet, but now we do. So as we use it, our proficiency will increase. And additionally, you can see the amount of magic points that will be consumed to cast it. So what's awesome is this requires no mana, so it would be a little bit broken / OP if you did get to keep the phase gun. But it blows because it's so nice, you know, and I like the animation for it. It's nice and sparkly. So it is what it is. I'll just get into like one more fight. But I thought we'd spend a little bit of time just chilling.
The enemy.
Okay. So I'm going to run up and then phase you guys. Alright. Alright. Claude, you can say something else.
Unexpectedly weak. Hey.
Alright, and another level for us. I think we're okay. No need to spend any more time out here dicking around, so let's head to Salva and check it out. There's not really too much here. We'll talk to a couple people, but I don't want to spend the entire episode talking to everyone. So, old woman says, I haven't seen you around here before. Where are you from? This is the mining town of Salva. And what does this little shit say? Yeah, yeah. Okay. Machine. Sorry, but I don't know what that is. And there are a couple places we can loot. Well, let's talk to you. Just about 2 weeks ago, a strange stone was discovered in the mine in this town. It is said to have a value of 50,000 full. I'd like to see it once. But the story that the mayor's son Alen embezzled it is nothing more than a rumor. Oh, okay. Too bad I could care less. Alright. And we got a heavy ring, which I don't think does anything if memory serves me correctly. Yeah, and this is kind of, just completely worthless. Gives you guts, I guess, and crits, but whatever, CRT. Okay. So our stock has been a bit depleted due to the temporary closure of the mine. However, we still have quite a few high-quality stones. Alright, so here are some accessories that we can't fucking afford. So, yeah. We'll worry about those things later, but let's talk to this guy. He should be, the guy who sells weapons. So, yeah, as you can see, these are some things that other characters will eventually use. I will grab this, because that does increase our defense. Yes, by 3. We've got sandals, we've got leather armor. Yeah, we'll grab some greaves. And fix Claude up here. Wise choice. Of course you're going to say that. Okay. Fuck these. Give me my greaves. And give me my leather helm. And I'll sell shit later. I don't want to spend too much time doing this. Okay. So, let's head up. Let's see here. We'll talk to this douchebag. The Salva drift has been closed due to a cave-in caused by the earthquake. Oh, that's unfortunate. I came from the town of Cross to this little backwater settlement. I hear that Arlia is even smaller. It is, but it looks significantly better than this place. Okay. So, let's go into this nice-looking house. And what do you have to say, buddy? The lord of the mansion is away on a journey. While the lord is gone, Master Alen is in charge of the mine, but he is too busy to see anyone. Please leave. Okay, whatever. We're gonna do some exploring. And what is in this chest? Portrait B. So kind of piggybacking off of something that I mentioned earlier to you guys, that this game, wow, holy shit, that this game has a lot of just random things. I don't know why, it just does. So for example, there is a Portrait B, and it is Rena, as you can fucking see. So yeah, and it says, this lass has endured a sad fate. What will the eternal passing of time expect of her? No one knows. Nobody knows. But anyway, there are plenty of other portraits, as you can imagine, since there is a letter and it is B, so you know there has to be an A. And I'll just go ahead and tell you there are others. So, yeah. And there's nothing else here, if I recall, at this point. So, we'll just go ahead and leave. This town has nothing really to offer. It's no good. This really is an undeveloped planet. There is no clue anywhere. I still get no response from the communicator. It's no use. Maybe I'll go back to Arlia. Which is kind of like a weird train of thought for him to have. You would think he would be like, okay, why don't I just continue going until I reach a town that's bigger? I mean, we even talked to someone who said that Salva was kind of a backwater place and Arlia is even tinier, and she mentioned that she was from a place called Cross. So I don't know. I guess it's the game's way of saying, you know, you've gotta do this. But it's just like, why? We couldn't have wrapped this shit up in like a fucking 30-minute intro? Oh no, what's everyone's problem? What happened? Why is everyone here? Gone for fucking 5 minutes and all shit goes to hell. Oh, Mr. Claude, Rena. Rena? Did something happen to Rena? Mr. Claude, do you know of the son of the mayor of the neighboring town? Wow, it's a long way of talking about a person. Yes, well, just a little. If that is so, then I can be brief. Rena was forcibly carried off by Alen. Carried off? To where? Probably to his own mansion. The scoundrel had been in love with Rena, but even so, a man who would do such a thing by force. Then what are we doing sitting around? We have to go rescue her immediately. It is not so easy to do. Alen is the son of the powerful mayor of the neighboring town. And there is the possibility of retaliation. Well, the mayor is not one to do such a thing, but We cannot completely discount that possibility. And moreover, Alen came with a large company of strong minions. I fear that he has hired these ruffians with money. All of them seem to have considerable skill. We would have no chance at defeating them were we to defy such men directly. But you can't just... That is why we are at a loss as to what to do. What should we do? Oh, Rena. Oh, Rena, indeed. Looks like Claude has to fucking do it, since you guys are all worthless. I will go rescue her. I am not of this village. The village will not suffer even if I go in. It's so simple, I'll just go there and rescue Rena. But Mr. Claude, you, by yourself? No problem. Remember, I have the Sword of Lights. Lols. Don't worry, just wait here. Mr. Claude. Anything for you, Westa. Please, please help Rena. I understand. I promise to bring Rena back. Even if we didn't, would it matter? We could totally just pass through Salva and go on and continue to try to find the information we need, which I wish was an option, because you can technically play the game without recruiting other characters aside from Rena, of course. I know there are some challenges where people will try to play as like just Claude, which is fucking ballsy if you ask me. I've never done it personally, but you know. Wait, what's up, guys? I wonder what Alen plans to do with that girl. What do you think he's gonna do with her? Even if he is the son of the mayor, there are things one can do and things one mustn't do. What does green-haired dude have to say? I'd very much like to help you, but there's nothing I can do. Well, fuck you guys, just standing around like assholes. Shoot, it's locked. Now what do I do? Come on, Claude. Alright. Oh, that's what he said too. Shit. Our minds are linked. What? Damn, the phase gun's almost drained of energy. Won't be able to use it for a while. There's nothing to do but go on. Alright, there you go, guys. So the game deliberately removes the phase gun from you. What was that? Could it be the Sword of Light? Alright, anyway, we're in here, so we don't want to go over on time like we did in the last episode, so let's go ahead and conclude here. Thank you so much for watching yet again. This is my playthrough of Star Ocean, the second story, and I am your host, Rabbit. So when we resume... Is this old guy fucking mean-mugging me? Get out of here, old guy. When we resume in the next episode, we're going to do some exploring of this house and hopefully be able to find Rena and bring her back to Arlia so we can fucking get the actual game started. So thank you so much. I'll see you temporarily, guys. Temporarily, momentarily, one of the two. I'll see you in a fucking second.